How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a great day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, doing the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. If you guys also have any movies, TV shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you guys would, head over to Twitch, follow me there at Douglas447. I stream there regularly, whether that's for Halo, Destiny 2, Battlefield, Call of Duty, or anything else. And as always, we're going to be doing positives and negatives, talking about The Neverending Story 2. I do have a review of The Neverending Story 1, so if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I do believe I have a playlist, so you guys can check it out there. I'll try to leave a link to it at the end of this video as well. The Neverending Story 2 came out in 1990. It's about an hour and a half long, and it is rated PG. And the film follows Bastian returning to the magical land of Fantasia to defeat an evil sorceress. Very simple, very basic plot. They did have to cast a new actor for the character of Bastian because the original actor unfortunately passed away. I believe he committed suicide. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comments. But they had to recast Bastian along with a lot of most of the cast. Like, they even brought in a new actress for the princess, and a lot of it just feels weird. Like, it's supposed to be a sequel, and it's supposed to take place after, a couple of years after the events of the first film, but because you have a completely different cast, it just feels like a completely different movie. And I honestly think they should have just left the Neverending Story alone. I don't think that a sequel and also making it into a trilogy, there's a third film, was necessary. Like, the second film takes place, like, I believe 6 years after the events of the first film, and it feels very weird. It doesn't feel like a natural sequel because so much of the cast has been, switched around and whatnot, because either people passed away before they could make the second one, or they just didn't want to come back. And it just feels weird. I also know for a fact like I said, there is a third Neverending Story, but because these are German productions and it's based on German folklore. You can't even get the third one outside of Germany. I have tried. I've looked. You can't get it. I mean, if you guys know of a spot of a digital distribution store or some website where I can get a physical copy, please let me know in the comments, because I will review The Neverending Story 3. I want to watch it. I just can't. I can't watch it where I live. And it's really sad, because I'd like to see how they end the trilogy. So, like I said, this film is very basic. The plot is very basic. It follows basically the exact same formula. It's very similar in terms of the first film, where a boy has to save the world from being annihilated by some sort of evil force, and along the way he learns morals. This time it's focused on courage. And for the most part, it's very safe, it's very familiar. If you've seen the first film and then you watch the second one, I kind of feel like you're watching the exact same movie with very small differences. Some of the side characters have more time to develop, mostly Nimbly, this new character, gets introduced and he has a lot of screen time. He's very funny. He does go through a arc of a character going from being spy to realizing, hey, what I'm doing is wrong. I probably should help out Bastian. The wishing element, so they have this element thrown into the film that every time Bastian uses a wish from Orin, he loses a memory. While it is a cool concept, it leads to a lot of plot holes, because Bastian will wish for something and it just leads to him having to make more wishes. And it's just, there's so many plot holes within this film because of this wishing element that is in the film. Also, it feels very short. Like, it feels very short, or the pacing is just like, go, 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 go. There's not a moment for you to be able to breathe. It's very breakneck speed. It's constantly go, 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 do, 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 do. And unfortunately, I don't think this film's worth watching. I know that's probably sad, but like, if you watch The Neverending Story 2, you can watch that in seclusion. If you want to watch the if you want to watch the Never-Ending Story 1, you can watch that in its own isolation. The Never-Ending Story 2, not only does it not really require you to have watched the first film, but it just feels unnecessary. There's nothing in this film that's really gripping or memorable. It's like it doesn't do a lot of world building. It doesn't do much for character building. Like there's a couple cool moments, like the dad of Bastian gets introduced and he gets helped out. I'm sorry, he helps his son out escape Fantasia, but it's very small. It's very basic, and it's very safe and unoriginal. Unlike the first film, the Never-Ending Story, the first movie, had a lot of originality, a lot of great concepts, and while not everything got fleshed out in that movie, it's still a fun film. There's so much happening on screen in a very short time. This film just feels like a boring ripoff of like a Narnia. So, um, yeah, if I had to say, hey, is the Never-Ending Story too good? Eh. Unless you're a diehard fan and you want to know what happens next after the first movie, I can't say this film's worth watching. So I'm going to give the Never-Ending Story 2 a 5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys. Seriously, if you guys can figure out a way for me to be able to get a hold of a copy or rent digitally the Never-Ending Story 3, please let me know because I will review it. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.